Hello friends, in this video today I will explain link query, correct? So link query, how to implement link code into our application. So I will explain in this video practical way. So before to start, I will explain few things, correct? So few things like in database side here showing have two tables, test series, and second is attempt queues, right? So in database side, test series and attempt queues have two tables. I use lab join into database showing here 9 record, correct? Similar query we will implement into the link queue through link queue, correct? So link queue I implement like that from x in context dot test reach, right? Join with this one, attempt queues lab join, like so whenever we use lab join, that times we have to use into hide from this image, but also we have to use default empty, and after that select property. Understood what my agenda, correct? One side we are putting the we have two tables, and I'm using here lab join in database as well as in link query. So let's start. I hope you understand. So let's start. So I have already one application, running application, this one, and here showing this list of data, right? 19 record, correct? Right now I am not using LinkQ here. I am using here SQL command, correct? Edu.net. Why I am using here your Edu.net? Actually, LinkQ is little slow compared to the Edu.net, right? So I'm using here Edu.net, but today I will explain how to implement LinkQ, same thing, correct? So before to the move to the C# side, I will explain in database first, correct? So database, I click on new query. In our database have two tables. One is test, select star from test series, correct? And second is select star from attempt queues, correct? We have two tables, and two tables showing here around 25 records. One table showing here 4 records, and the second table showing multiple, two tables. So if I use here database in database join in database, if I use here lab join in database, what's happened? Let's see. Start from test series ts lab join with attempt queues, correct? ATT on ts.id is equal to ts.id is equal to att dot test series id. So I am using here lab join, and then let's see what happened in both table. How many records showing here? Correct. Showing here 9 record. If I am using here lab join in database, same thing I will implement into the C# link queue side. Correct. Before implement link queue into the C#, please cross check one thing. Namespace in your code using link queue. This one using system.link queue available or not, right? And you have to define your table model like that here. I have defined here table user and test series and attempt queues. Both table I define here. After that I create one repository class. Okay, let's see the repository class here. Cast matrimony dot contact dot test series context class. Inside the context class I define both uh, table classes here, test series and attempt queues, correct? After that, this first matrimony context I inject in my here queue service in top like that, correct? Cast matrimony context and inject into the constructor for dependency injection purpose, right? Inject here, and both table, all data tables belong to the this context class, right? So let's move below side. So for that, I am using here return here query, not an issue. You can return anywhere where test series list. Correct. So before link you like that, please focus here, and I am written here link query. So link query is really very simple compared to the database query or whatever, right? Simply you can return from test in context dot context dot test series. Correct. And join attempt in context dot attempt queues, right? On correct test dot actually id test id is available there equals dot test series id, correct, into left left test, correct. So I am using lab join, correct. So whenever you use lab join, then you have to return this query like that, extend like that into after that. Otherwise, if you are not using into like that, so it's not a left query, right? So from in lab test dot default or empty, correct. So this is our lab join query. Dot to and so whatever model we need to select here property, select new, use list model for example, correct, understood. And after that to list. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say here. And select here for example name is equal to for example test dot big name, correct. I hope you understood. We need to stop this application first, and I will explain you again. So I am using whatever data we receive from this query, I put into the test series list, correct. And I use here contact.test series. This is I have one table, and I am using the lab join with attempt queues test series. So lab join I am using here. So into the lab test, and from attempt test series default or empty. And after that here select new queue list and putting like that. So I hope you understand link query today very well way. If you have any doubts, any confusion, so please ping me in comment box. I will help you. Correct? Really link is very simple. Very simple link. It's only 2 minutes learning to link you only, right? So link is a base, is a query link you. Once you understand these things, so you can return long query into the no matter how many query you want to like lengthy query. You can just and copy and paste like that. You can return very lengthy query link, not an issue. Just you have to need to understand the concept, correct. This is the concept of the linked query. So just add debugger here and try to run this code. Okay, this code, when I hit this method, then times debugger comes here. Just uh, debug this code. Let's see what happens. Okay, debugger come here, and whenever mouse over on this line, showing here count 19 record, 9 record. Sorry, 9 not 19, 9 record. Whatever data showing into the 9 record showing here, correct? Like that. Count showing here 9. Similar way into database. I hope you understand link query and database both query. So for that, I have written query into the SQL, but I'm not able to return into LinkQ. So after watch this video, you are able to write down the query into LinkQ as well. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you think it's a informative video for you, please like and subscribe my channel and suggest me if you have any suggestion for me. Thank you so much for watching this video.